Howard here again. Oh no, not him again. Yes, it's Howard again with Gallows Pole from Zeppelin, from Led Zeppelin 3. This is a really cool song. It has a lot of repetition in it, so I thought I'd just do sort of a slow demo version for you. But I'm going to break it all down for you right here, and I think one of the trickiest parts of this song is also one of the coolest parts of the song, which is that opening riff. Right, that's just a really cool sounding thing. So I'll put the tab up on the screen, but I'm going to walk you through it as well because I've shown this tune to a lot of my students over the years. And once you get the little rhythmic intricacies in there, it really sounds pretty good, okay? So the first chord is an A7 chord, which I'm playing with my two middle fingers. You hit the open A string and then follow through with the rest of the chord. And I'm just doing a down, up, down, and you can see that my ring finger comes off of the B string on that upstroke. And you'll also hear as a note in the recording, Jimmy sometimes pulls that off. I think I did that right out the gate. So feel free to do that as well, but for the most part, you'll hear him strumming it. But once in a while, you'll notice that pull off in there. So it's down, down, up, down, down, up, followed by two down, up strokes. And then we switch to an A minor 7th chord. So we remove the ring finger and place the first finger at the first fret on the B string, the 2nd string. And you'll notice that's a down, down, up. Very important which way you're stroking to get inside the groove that Jimmy's playing on this one. And then he just kind of drags the chord. I think sometimes there's too much thought on that particular part. And when you see him play it years later, like in the 90s with the Page and Plant thing, he's changed it up a little bit anyway, right? But on the recording, you hear him just kind of drag that chord along. So you just drag it along and you want to approach that chord. I'm not going to get into too much theory about why this chord becomes another one. He's just dragging the A minor 7th chord up a whole step. And you want to approach that with an upstroke, downstroke, and then add your pinky to the 5th fret on the first E string for the final upstroke. And you're in there. So as you can see, I played it 3 times and then I went from G to D. But before we go to G and D, you do not add the pinky to the first string. So you just drag the chord up, finish strumming it out, and go. So he plays it 3 times, right? So it's after the 3rd time that you jump off and play the G and the D chord. And the G and the D are down, down, up, down, down, up. All those little rhythms are super important to me, especially as a guitar instructor with my students. I think it just really helps them to make the tune sound really nice. So you can hear after the G and the D, Jimmy changes the rhythmic phrasing slightly. So instead of it being, it's, but it's the exact same strokes and it's the exact same thing. It's just a little bit different rhythmic emphasis. Okay, so then we move into the chorus, and as a note, the song gradually picks up speed, right? And it's the first chorus where you can really hear Jimmy start to get that acceleration going, and they just keep going as the song starts building. Okay, so here's the chorus. So the chords are A, G, D, G, A, D, G. Again, A, G, D, G, A, D, G. And the strumming you want to use on that is down, down, up, like a real galloping rhythm. Right? Now when you get to that last G chord, there's a definite rhythmic emphasis right there. So I'm just kind of doing try to get some accents in there, down, 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 up, down, up. It's really just constant alternate stroking, but with some accents. Kind of emphasizing the upstrokes, if you will. So this is another cool part, right? So we're bouncing off of the top, the 6th string at the 3rd fret, bouncing to an A chord. Very, very staccato, right? And what happens is you leave the A string open and you kind of mute the other strings and keep strumming. But on the recording, you kind of hear Jimmy's finger going off and on, sort of randomly, but it sounds really cool. And of course, he's playing it on a 12 string, so that open A string has the octave in it. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But slowly the riff is this. And you can hear I'm kind of going, kind of popping the pressure of that index finger on and off of the A chord. Also, as a note, if you want to capture a little bit of that 12 string thing, you can slide up to the 7th fret on the D string, keeping that open A string going, and you get the octave to the A note. And that sounds kind of cool as well. And you can hear I'm putting the pressure on the string in the exact same place. And that's usually the way I like to play it on 6th string, because I think it brings it out a little bit more. I've even jammed out with some of my students using the full octaves a la Jimi Hendrix. And I did want to share with you this cool little melody that's played predominantly by the bass and mandolin, and it happens right over the chorus of the tune. And if you're jamming out with someone else, it's pretty cool to put in there. And it goes like this. Leading into the... So let me just play that for you slow. It sounds really great against that chorus. And so let me just play it nice and slow for you. And you can check out the tab on the screen. It's just a really cool melody line, right? So there you have it, Gallows Pole from Led Zeppelin. I've been wanting to do this one for a while, and I got quite a few requests for it, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you guys real soon.